Thanks for joining us today. I'm Gabe Garrish, owner of Backwoods Pursuit, and today we're going to do a Sitka Equinox Guard Collection review. We're going to look at the Equinox Guard pants, the Equinox Guard hoodie, and the gloves here in this collection that make up the Equinox Guard Collection. I'm going to go over how they performed for me. I use these exclusively over the recent archery elk season here in Idaho, and wanted to relay the information as far as how they performed for me, some of the things I liked and some of the things I didn't after using them for a whole season. So I always really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Check out our website, backwoodspursuit.com. A ton of gear reviews over there as well. Put links to all that down in the description, as well as a link to the Equinox Guard Collection here from Sitka, so you can check it out for yourself if you would like. Let's dive into this review. All right, so the Sitka Equinox Guard Collection, what makes this different than some of their other gear out there? This is their first in the lineup with the insect shield built into this. Now what that's going to accomplish for you, both the pants and the jacket and the gloves here, this is going to repel mosquitoes and ticks and those sorts of bugs to help make sure that you don't get bites or that sort of thing. Really, really useful in a lot of different climates out there where you have potential bug problems or mosquitoes are an issue or ticks or whatnot. You know, turkey hunters to big game hunters, everybody can appreciate that if you're not having to fight those bugs. And I found using this in some warmer weather in September where mosquitoes can be an issue, I didn't have any problem whatsoever. Didn't receive one mosquito bite using this all throughout the season. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it as well. Now another feature these come with is UPF 50 plus sun protection. All the pieces in the Equinox Guard Collection. Really nice that way. Protect you from the sun if you're out in the heat, which these are a warm weather collection. So it is great that way. And as you can probably tell, they're really, really quiet, just like the Apex collection. So it's a great early season hunt where you need to be quiet, whether it's whitetails or early archery season, that sort of thing. So real nice that way. All of them, the hoodie here and the gloves and whatnot are all really nice and quiet. Now the pants here are kind of similar, in my opinion, to the Apex pant. There's a lot of similarities to the way that they feel. The micro grid fleece on the interior is very, very similar to the Apex, which is why I was really excited about trying this pant out, because the Apex pants are some of my favorites for the archery season because they're a good warmth, they're lightweight, and they do a good job of breathing as well. And I found the same to be true of these. These did an awesome job of early season warm weather hunts. It kept me nice and cool, and there's enough warmth in there that when the mornings were cool, had some mornings that did dip below freezing even, and I was fine in those. I typically don't wear a warmer pant until I get into a little bit later season, until temperatures are well below freezing. So these did great that way for me. Some of the differences though between this and the Apex pant is you have a unique front zipper here. It's at a slant across the front of your thigh, and it's a diagonal. Now it's kind of a nice idea in the sense that it's more low profile than a pocket with a flap there. So I kind of liked that. I didn't like this as much if I'm needing to, say, store gloves or a beanie or something of that nature. It seemed to bulk just a little bit more because it's not pleated or anything here. So it kind of pushes in on your thigh a little bit. So it depends on if you like to use that pocket or not. If you have something small, say like those gloves or Apex gloves or a small beanie or something like that, it's not a big deal, works great. But if you have something a little more bulky, that became a little bit less comfortable. Similarly, the waist, they're fitted, which is nice, like all the Sitka pants. I wish they had the rubber band like some of the Sitka pants. The rubber band around the inside of the waist helped them stay up a little bit better. They weren't bad, but I did need to wear a belt with these. So you got to get something that's really a snug fit, or wear the belt or suspenders with these pants. They also come with a nice everyday carry knife pocket right here if you like to have that. And then the slanted cuts on the pockets with the mesh interior there. Now on the back here, you've got no pockets on the back. So if you like rear pockets, kind of like the Apex and the Ascent pants, no rear pockets there, if I recall correctly. There might be one on the Apex. I don't recall on that for sure. But one of the biggest differences though, this is to my knowledge Sitka's first pant that offers a hip vent here. It's a nice long hip vent, and it's a mesh right there. So especially on those warmer hunts, you open that up and it ventilates a lot better, allows you to stay even cooler, even though this is a nice warm weather pant to start with. Really extends the usable warmth, you know, and I actually found that I didn't need to use these hip vents all that much, even when temperatures were quite warm out into the 80s and even up to about 90 degrees out there. We had a really warm September this year early on, but you know, the hip vents were great there, but not even actually needed. So great that way. Really enjoyed that. One of the other interesting things about this is you've got a gaiter here that's built in to the pants themselves. So that's designed to help keep some of those bugs or ticks or whatnot out. You put that over the top of your boots, and it's real stretchy. This hangs over the top of your boots, so real nice that way. It was kind of a pain putting them on sometimes, because your feet will get hung up on that when you're putting these on. Not a big deal, but those are nice though if you do want to try to keep those bugs out. So another feature of the Equinox Guard pant here that is something that they offer. Durability was great. Again, use this specific pair here all throughout the season. Not really any signs of wear that I could find, no snags or rips or whatnot, so they've done really great that way. Just a great pant all the way around from Sitka. Now weight-wise, I weighed these guys at 14.1 ounces, so a little bit heavier, I believe, than what is they say on the Sitka website, but these are a 34-32, so obviously your size is going to affect the total weight there also. On the hoodie here, I weighed this in 8.1 ounces, which I believe 6.5 ounces is what they say on the website. Again, this is a size large, so depending on what size you select, you may have it be above or below that, but this one weighed in at 8.5 ounces. And this is one of the more unique Sitka hoodies that I've used. You know, the core lightweight has been a staple in my kit for a while. This one's very, very different. It is extremely stretchy, which it says it's an ultralight stretch fabric on the website when you're ordering, but it is far stretchier than I thought it would be. It just stretches an absolute ton, way more than I thought. That combined with the fact that this is an expedition fit with a long tail here, it really is longer. I found that a size large, it would come down to about the bottom of my pockets, so it kind of got in the way sometimes of getting into my pockets if I needed to. And it was just pretty loose fitting. So size large, which I typically wear in the Sitka, and a size large for me is on the tighter side for as far as base layers anyways, which I kind of like because I'm layering over the top of. But this guy, size-wise, I would probably, if I was to do it again, I'd probably go down to a size medium because it's so stretchy. It's super comfortable that way. And there was extra material that I didn't quite need there. It wasn't too bad, but it was something where if I was to order again, I'd probably at least try a medium to start with. Now this has a half zip here, so you can really ventilate this well. And I found this to be really, really nice in warm weather. It is cooler than the core lightweight hoodie. I used them both side by side, definitely cooler. I tried using this sleeping in the tent as well, and it didn't provide, if the nights cooled off just a little bit, it didn't provide quite enough warmth, and I ended up going back to the core lightweight hoodie or even the midweight, depending on what I wanted to sleep in. So not great to sleep in, I didn't feel like, because this material didn't provide any extra warmth or insulation that way if you need that when you're sleeping. So like a lot of the Sitka products here, you've got a hood and then a built-in mesh face mask, which is really nice, especially for your archery or turkey seasons. Really nice that way. But it's just a really stretchy, really comfortable type of a shirt. Of course, you have your thumb loops there for putting on and off as well. The arms, again, are an expedition fit, so it's not real snug around your arms. Another reason I would probably go size down with this to a medium over the large that I had here. But it worked really well. I really have enjoyed it. Now, I didn't find this to be quite as durable as the core lightweight hoodie. I believe I got a snag or a hole here somewhere. Because it's so stretchy, it tended to want to snag on some branches, going over deadfall or that kind of thing. So I punctured a hole here in one of the arms going over through some deadfall. And that was just in the first season of use here. So I wouldn't expect this to be super durable or as durable as the core lightweight, but you have some other benefits, again, with the bug repellent built into the sun ray protection with the UPF 50. And so you have some definite benefits here, and it is cooler. So on those super hot hunts when it was in the 80s and up to 90 degrees, had this on and it was nice and cool. It was definitely cooler than the core lightweight hoodie. Now real quick on the gloves, these are a unique glove from Sitka. They are, of course, the Equinox, but they come with just the thumb and the forefinger here, your trigger finger open and available. You know, for turkey hunters, I believe that would be a great application, which not something that I do a lot of. I do a lot more big game hunting, but these are nice for, you know, obviously using your phone or GPS or whatnot if you need to use that out in the field. But obviously they're not designed to provide a lot of warmth either. The fit is a little bit on the more loose side because, again, it uses this fabric on the back side of the glove. So because of that, it's nice and stretchy here, but it's not nearly as tight as if you've used the not the Apex, but the Ascent gloves. Those fit a lot more snug. So I kind of prefer the Ascent gloves for the early season, but these are nice if you use your GPS and whatnot for navigation or your phone or whatnot. They're nice for that. It gives you real easy use of that and easier use of your release with the bow or whatnot, or your shotgun if you're turkey hunting. So those are really nice as well, and they're super lightweight as well. Now, one last thing I wanted to point out is the Sitka Equinox Collection has the Polygene built into it, which is awesome for me. I've found over the last several years that Polygene just does an amazing job of odor mitigation for me personally. I've moved from merino over to this because I've found it to work better than merino for me personally. I feel like it's cooler, it does a better job of ventilating, dries quicker, and doesn't have that wool smell when I get hot and sweaty when I'm hiking or whatnot. So I've come to prefer that. That's just me personally. Some people have the opposite experience with odor and whatnot, but that's me personally. I really have loved the Polygene, and this system comes built in with that along with the insect shield, which is awesome. So drop any questions or comments. That's been my experience with this setup over this last hunting season. Love to help you out, point you in the right direction if we can. Drop those questions, comments down in the comments section. Love to help you. Thanks for watching here today, and we will see you next time.